There, at the most prestigious of the nation's historically black colleges and universities, she plans to create the Center for Journalism and Democracy. Acclaimed journalist Ta-Nehisi Coates, a Howard alum and close friend of Hannah Jones, will join her at the school. Hannah Jones and Coates bring to Howard $20 million that foundations and individuals have already contributed to their positions and the new center. The decision wasn't an easy one, Hannah Jones told Policy Watch in an exclusive interview this week. But the political quagmire in the UNC system and lack of transparency and support from school leadership ultimately made it inevitable. Literally the day the story broke, I started hearing from universities, Hannah Jones said. At one school the dean said to me, "We'll offer you tenure and respect." Hannah Jones felt torn. She hadn't sought the UNC job, she was recruited for it. She had a good relationship with the dean of the journalism school, Susan King. The Ida B. Wells Society for Investigative Journalism, which Hannah Jones co-founded, is headquartered at Chapel Hill. Susan King, dean of UNC Hussman, "I still wanted to come to Carolina," Hannah Jones said. "It's my alma mater. I love this place." Since May, when Policy Watch broke the story of the UNC Chapel Hill Board of Trustees denying Hannah Jones a vote on tenure, faculty, staff, students and alumni have rallied around her. Major funding partners publicly called on the school to grant her tenure. The Knight Foundation, which endows the professorship for which Hannah Jones was recruited, also pushed for the school to hire her with tenure, a status that has been afforded to all previous Knight chairs at the school. But as news stories revealed the extent of pressure from conservatives, including Arkansas media magnate and UNC mega donor Walter Hussman, Hannah Jones said returning to her alma mater to teach seemed less logical. Once the news broke and I started to see the extent of the political interference, particularly the reporting on Walter Hussman, it became really clear to me that I just could not work at a school named after Walter Hussman, Hannah Jones said. To be a person who has stood for what I stand for and have any integrity whatsoever, I just couldn't see how I could do that. The journalism school was renamed for Hussman after receiving a $25 million donation from him in 2019. The school also committed to etching what Hussman calls his core values into stone on the building. No one, including the school's dean Susan King, said they foresaw that Hussman would assume the gift granted him far more than naming rights. When King told Hussman she was pursuing Hannah Jones for the school's new Knight chair in race and investigative journalism, he objected. When King stood firm, Hussman peppered Chancellor Kevin Guskovich and Vice-Chancellor David Routh, who oversees charitable giving at the school, with emails detailing his opposition.